If you can raise $5,000, then the Coley Group is going to match it $5,000 and help you double your efforts.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
We are so proud of you.
Yes.
Welcome to the Best of Raleigh with your host and real estate expert, Gretchen Coley, owner of the Coley Group. This show is all about the people and places that make the Raleigh area so special. Here's your host, Gretchen Coley.
We have got a special edition in today's episode of The Best of Raleigh. Today's guest is one that's close to our hearts here at the Coley Group. He's a real estate advisor with us, and we're here talking about something that is totally special to him. He isn't just running for a cause, he's running for heroes who run toward danger every single day. On November 14th, he'll be setting out on a 150-mile journey from downtown Raleigh to Charlotte. This isn't just a race. It's not an organized event. It's a personal challenge, a test of endurance, grit, and gratitude to raise awareness and to support the North Carolina Firefighter Fund. This episode is more than just a run. It's about honor, resilience, and gratitude. It's about recognizing the heroes among us and supporting the people who protect our communities every day. Now, I don't know why anybody would want to run for 150 miles from Raleigh to Charlotte, but I have such mad appreciation, Jaylen. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So what made you decide to run from Raleigh to Charlotte? So
running's definitely been a passion of mine, but growing up, I had a very, very tough situation that went down, and it, happened with my house. It was a bad thunderstorm, and lightning had actually struck my house 2 inches away from the gas line, 2 inches. And firefighters came and put the fire out, and they helped protect the rest of the neighborhood as well. And from that point on, I kind of just had this burning desire within me to give back because they gave back to me and my family when we needed it most.
That is such a great story. And, from your time being here at the Coley Group, you have always been training for something. You're probably second to me. I'm just kidding. You might be more resilient than I am.
I don't know about that one.
But you are always on a mission to do something from a training perspective. It's like how you hone your skills, your discipline, your grit, your resilience. It was weightlifting, and then you started running. Like, what do you feel when you're working towards a goal like this?
So it's a lot of different emotions, but I think the main emotion is that feeling of pushing yourself to your absolute limit. And I love that because you learn so much about yourself in the thick and thin. I feel like in society, we get so locked in on comfort, and, going outside of that comfort, that's where the growth is. I mean, you look at a certain situation and at face value, it may seem extremely tough, but how do I get past that? And beyond that is where the strength is.
That's, I love that you said that, but there are days when you wake up and you don't want to go run, right?
100%. And
there's days when you don't want to eat 500 million calories a day. I've never had one of those, but how do you keep yourself pushing forward in those micro moments?
So I read this book. It's called High Performance Habits. It's a great
Brendon
book.
Burchard.
Come on.
It's on my nightstand.
I love it. And it's emotions and feelings, right? So as he talks about in the book, and this helped me a lot at recognizing and reframing certain situations on how I look at situations. And emotion is face value. It's telling you this sucks. Like, I don't want to do it. So do I want to train sometimes? No, I don't want to train sometimes, but that's the emotion. The feeling is, how do I adapt and I accept it and push forward? And that's the feeling that I typically love to tap into. And that book has helped me a lot. So that answers the question on tough things. Emotion is face value. Yes, this sucks. I can accept the suck, but how is this getting me closer to my goal? And that's always more important than the initial feeling.
I love that. And I see that from you every day as a leader. I saw it before you ever started working here. And I think it's part of one of the reasons that you're successful in all aspects of your life. You've been uber successful here on the team. You crush it for your clients day in and day out. And you're helping advise them on some of the biggest transactions and biggest moves of their life, which I think is a really beautiful thing. Do you see a lot of a correlation between real estate training and building a real estate business and how you're training yourself for this run?
Of course. This industry, as you say, it's a spitfire industry and it's very cutthroat. And your mind has to be in a certain place of how is this helping me grow? Because if you focus on that face value, then it's going to deter you and your goals and your visions. So when I put my effort into the training, it's the same effort I put into my real estate career, because at the same time, you want the best for yourself. And sometimes the best for yourself is going to come in situations where you might not have a deal and you got to push through and hammer the phones. But there is a solution to everything. And training has taught me that fact.
I agree with that 100%. There's nothing more than the discipline of pushing your body to a limit that you think you can't go to. And I'm going to tell you, there's nothing worse than being cussed at and hung up by somebody on the phone. But, I always say every no gets you to a yes, right?
That's right.
All right, let's talk about this run, because I'm so fascinated. When you told me about this, I was like, Jaylen, I have so many questions. So firefighting isn't just a cause for you. It's part of the family legacy because of what happened in your house. Why did you choose the Firefighters Fund?
I chose the Firefighters Fund because that specific firefighter community and support system helps all firefighters in North Carolina in need. So if an insurance or situation can't cover something for firefighters, then the NC Firefighter Fund would step in and help out the local firefighters. And I think that's very important, because when my house got burned down, who was there for me? The North Carolina firefighters. So it's that burning passion within me. GC or Gretchen, I look back and I saw my house in flames, right? 2 inches away from the gas line. I was afraid to go back in there, right? My dad was afraid to go back in there. So who went back in there? Those North Carolina firefighters. They put their life on the line so I can be here and talk to you. I don't know if my life would be the exact same as it is right now if it wasn't for those guys stepping in. A community, of course, they stepped in, but face value initially, those firefighters came in and they put their life on the line for me, and not only myself, but the neighbors, to help stop that flame. And I'm forever indebted. And I drive past North Carolina Fire Station 9 every day in North Hills.
That's right, here in North Hills.
To this very office, the Gretchen Coley Group. And I always thought, what can I do? What can I do? And the only thing that I know I can do from a passion perspective is running. And that's why I'm doing this crazy feat to everyone else, because something seems crazy to everyone, right, Gretchen? It's always crazy to something. It may be viewed as crazy for people to go in and jump into a fire and fight it, but they do it anyways, right?
Yeah.
So I want to do the same thing for me. And if they have the heart to walk into a burning house, I have the heart to put my feet on that pavement and walk.
So you're doing it to raise money. What's your goal?
My goal, are you talking about the particular amount of money that I'm trying to raise?
What are you trying to raise for this run?
$5,000 I'm trying to raise for this fund. That's my primary goal. I think that is a pretty good amount of money. And, it's a kind of tough goal, but I'm ready to put them on and push hard for our guys, because they need it the most.
So why did you pick running from Raleigh to Charlotte to raise $5,000?
I wanted to do something more local, more close to home, because that's what happened to me. It happened in North Carolina, and the North Carolina firefighters stepped in for me. I have love for all firefighters, but North Carolina firefighters stepped in for me. So that's the reason why I chose this particular place, from Raleigh to Charlotte. And Raleigh is such a big, big city, and that's the city where I'm located in. And then also Charlotte is a really, really big city. So I wanted to do something like city to city, just so I can kind of cover all the different landscapes.
How are you even putting this together is crazy. Where are you starting?
I'm starting in downtown Raleigh, right at Raleigh Fire Station 1. Okay,
One,
guys?
baby.
Guys, remember that. 1. So it's going to be right downtown in downtown Raleigh. So that's where I'm
Okay.
starting.
So you're going to give us a plan that's going to have where you're going to be.
Yep.
So because I'm sure that people listening out there are going to want to see this.
Of course.
This is going to be an inspiring journey. You're going to do it over a few days. And you're going to run back roads, highways. How are you mapping that out?
Strava. So Strava is really neat. It's a running app, guys. So for everybody that's trying to run or get into running, Strava is really neat. It's a friendship. It's a community, but they also allow you to map where exactly you're running to, and it also gives you GPS. So I'm using Strava.
And where do you how do you sleep? How do you eat and how do you sleep? Do you run a little bit and take a break?
Yes. So that's spot on. So every 5 miles, I'm going to be stopping and taking a break, carbing up, just making sure I'm fueled. So I'm going to have a lead car and a trail car. Trail car is going to...
what is a lead car?
Lead car is going to be the car that's leading in front of me. So it's going to be in front of me on the road. So every single time it's going to be 5 miles ahead. So that way I run 5 miles, It's going to have a rest station so I can stop, eat, and then continue going. But they're going to always be 5 miles ahead.
Jaylen, if you ever see me running, somebody's chasing me. So I need you to get them, okay?
I got you. I'll run them down.
So how many miles are you going to run in a day?
So I'm trying to break it up like this. So I'm trying to be finished by Sunday, starting Friday, November 14th, trying to be finished November 16th. So I'm trying to run 80 miles a day.
Amazing. 80 miles a day, 5 miles
80
at a
miles a
time.
day.
It kind of goes back to that. How do you do anything is the same way you do everything,
Yes.
right? You break it up in chunks and you get it done.
That's right.
And then you just sleep at a hotel, you sleep at a friend's house, at a fire station. What are you doing?
So the fire stations have been kind to extend that. As far as where I'm going to particularly be at that 80-mile marker, it's going to be, a little bit of a challenge. So if I have to, I can sleep in the back of my friend's Jeep and go from there. 5 hours is all I need, guys. I'd be right back ready to rock and roll. So
every dollar that you raise on this run from Raleigh to Charlotte is going to help with health and wellness programs, public awareness. How do these initiatives make a tangible difference for firefighters and their families?
I mean, it makes such a big difference. I mean, it's a lot of times our North Carolina firefighters, there's sometimes things that they can't get funding for. So what this North Carolina Firefighter Fund does is it allows them to be able to have somebody to lean on, have some dependents. Because sometimes insurance may not cover everything. So we need something to bridge the gap. And that's what the North Carolina Firefighter Fund does. It raises awareness, like you said, for different programs. And I think that the strength of that is the same as what the strength is in firefighters. So.
Well, I think it's an incredible cause, and this is an effort that isn't just about one person running, right? It's about an entire community coming together to encourage, to support, and to give, whether by donating, spreading the word. But if someone wants to make a contribution and donate to this run, where can they go to do that?
So there's multiple ways that you can go and do that. You can definitely go to my Instagram at Jaylen Snipes, and in the link in bio, it's going to be a Just Giving page that I've dedicated strictly for our North Carolina firefighters. And it's a very easy process. You go on the Just Giving page. You can do Apple Pay. You can do anything that you really need. And I mean, any support helps. So that's the way. Or you can look up 150 mile plus North Carolina Firefighter Fund Run and Jaylen Snipes, my name, and it'll come up on Google as well.
We're going to link all of this down below, and also on the Coley group, there will be a link to Jaylen's page where you can donate. And I want to tell you, I am so inspired by this. We definitely want to help you get the word out. But Jaylen, you support us in everything we ever ask. You support our clients. And so the Coley Group is going to match $5,000.
What?
If you can raise $5,000, then the Coley Group is going to match it $5,000 and help you double your efforts.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
We are so proud of you.
Yes.
We want to support you. And, first responders are a super important thing in this community. And it's important that we support those who take care of us. And I'm so impressed by you. I'm so proud of you. And we want to be here and support you.
Wow, that means a lot, GC. I'm kind of shocked. I didn't know this was about to happen. So y'all are getting my reaction full time. I didn't know anything about this. Thank you so much, Gretchen.
Yeah, sometimes magic happens, man. And listen, anybody I know, if you can run 80 miles or 150 miles, I think you're a little bit crazy, but I kind of like it. Like, I'm into the crazy.
Come on.
So let's give your Instagram one more time. Where can people find you, Jaylen?
At Jaylen Snipes, so Jalen Snipes, Snipes.
Okay, perfect. Well, Jaylen, thank you so much for being on the show today. Thank you so much for what you're doing for an incredible community. Thank you for this run. We can't wait to follow the journey. So we're going to be posting some things along the way that will show Jaylen going from Raleigh to Charlotte. He's probably going to take a little time in Greensboro, which is where he's from, and we're going to be there all along the way. There'll be so much coverage around this. So if you feel compelled, please go to the link below, make a donation. If there's a firefighter who has ever helped you or your family, it doesn't matter the amount. You could give $5, you could give $500. We would love to see your support and see if we can absolutely obliterate this $5,000 goal that Jaylen has, because running crazy. Thank you so much for joining us in today's special edition. We love the people, places, and businesses that you need to know, and this is one of them. We'll see you in the next Best of Raleigh.